fuck your shield.
Like, are we that out of touch?
I don't understand.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't take your shield.
It's the
not
fans
really
who are
like
wrong.
a like.
Okay.
A like?
A like. It's a enemy in Zelda games.
I know.
Those things are scary to me.
Oppose voice hates loud noises.
Like a like riding on an army of what those fucking things?
Oh, Redeads?
Redeads.
Yeah.
An army of Redeads with a like in the middle.
Nothing scarier
Dude,
than Wind Waker Redeads.
In Oracle of Seasons and Ages, you can transform into a like.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say a Redead.
No, a
yeah.
like. Or an
That's not as
Octorok.
impressive.
Or a Subrosian. Steal other people's shields.
Because, like, Redeads are scary enough, and Wind Waker Redeads horrifying. Whoa. I always felt that was literally, at
there
that
it is.
point, the most violent
So you put
thing
it
in
away
Zelda.
after a finishing thing.
The way you fucking kill the spider?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
It's like in its fucking face.
Ever since Majora's Mask, the only real races that matter are the Dekus, the Zora, and the Gorons. Everything
And
else
the
is not a
Hylians.
real race.
And the Hylians.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
I like those.
There
groundhog guys in Skyward Sword, though.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, there's those guys, and
like
like
those
the Subrosians in Seasons, like, have a lot of stuff going on.
The Koroks freak me out because they used to look like people, and then they just devolved into that.
I like
shit's
Koroks.
creepy.
They're cool.
They're cute, but it's scary if you imagine the transformation from Saria into that.
Well, then what's the bird people called in Wind Waker? They evolved from the Zoras that the game implied.
They evolved from Bird Person.
No, they are bird people.
Am I missing a key? Oh no.
Bird Person has many children.
I guess you are missing a key.
I guess so.
Check your map.
Yeah. I've been checking the map, and there's a few places where it could be missing.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this way. For starters.
Well, you still have this monkey following you, so I guess there is, like, at least.
I
one
gotta
area
dump
you
him
need
off
to swing
somewhere.
to.
Well,
Dump him
I
off.
just got him from the other room, and remember, they all line
Oh
up
yeah,
here
you gotta dump him off
to get to the boss, but there's another room off the side of
They
this
will
room.
dance until they die.
They're
hope
basically
so.
the frogs from Ocarina.
Yeah, well, it's in a similar setup on the lily pads.
Oh wow, we haven't seen you in a while.
Well, because she's not coming out yelling at you every 3 seconds. It's like, I don't need this shit. I get enough of this at home, and
She's fucking bored.
she's bored with this. She doesn't even really want to solve the problem.
It's like, why didn't you just fly to the boss and kill it? I don't understand what's happening here.
Hey, you said you like every incarnation of Ganondorf as it goes on, but did you like Wind Waker Ganon over Ocarina Ganon?
How could you not?
Yes.
Okay, just because I do.
Like, I mean that when I say it, and I've thought about it.
Okay.
Every newer version of Ganon I liked more than the last one I saw.
Oh shit, I left a spider. Fuck.
It just looks so silly.
Liam,
Watching the hero of time get owned on a wall.
I was hoping you would double down and just keep trying.
I was gonna try, but he
Sometimes
made me
it's not worth
he
it.
made me stop trying.
Nervous.
Just
Very
blame
nervous.
Aonuma. Shout his name. There you go.
The weird thing about him is that he's aged 50 years in 10. Like, he had stark black hair, and now he's just, like, gray as a sheet.
Yeah, because
Weird.
he's been experiencing the Sakurai treatment for decades.
Well, Sakurai at least physically looks young.
He
Like,
gets
his body isn't.
He gets
but-
told he's on a new Zelda project behind closed doors.
Yeah.
He could just it's his job though. Like he could just quit if he's
He
not
shouldn't
happy. You
expect-
know?
You're not
He shouldn't
allowed. What do you?
expect
This
not
is
to be-
Japan. You don't get that freedom.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
He could do anything if he wanted to.
I suppose so, but I mean, if I was the dude on Zelda, I'd stay.
Do it for her.
It just shows a picture of Midna.
That's a
I
good
guess
reason.
that's it,
That's a good
right up
reason.
there, eh?
Yep, I guess so.
Just gotta bomb that shit.
So you gotta,
Aonuma goes home to his wife.
Yeah,
And, it's
yeah.
just like, and she's like, "Oh, won't you make love to me?" And he's like, "No."
Oh, it's that horrible Midna, isn't it? You leave it on us.
Oh, AG.
Oh, Age, make love to me the way you used to.
You are really good at turning
Oh,
me
shit.
on.
Oh, act fast.
Faster.
Why did
Or
it come
just
back?
gets the Midna voice actor to record extra lines that never go into the game.
Yeah.
Oh, Numa.
Yeah, it's just like it just sounds like that. You can do it. Yeah.
Okay, I won't panic this time because I know what to do. No panic.
No panic.
So you know that
No fear.
you know that Love Plus fucking guy's creation in the VR waifu thing?
Yeah. Well, he just did the art, right?
I forget what it's called. Yes.
It's called what
Minotauro.
exactly you said.
Fucking second wife that you
There
can
you go.
download is Midna. Go.
I'd do it.
How much money?
$20.
$20.
700 Neo Point.
$10.
Hey,
$10.
this might be a weird place to mention it, but you remember that weird Mortal Kombat style horror fighting game that
Yeah, I came to.
Yeah, because we didn't bring it up on the...
I don't
saw
think.
that it's a weird Square Enix thing, right?
No, isn't it just Square
is he
Enix?
That's what I mean.
Isn't it just Square
Plus,
Enix?
Doesn't looking at this side of the room with the lighting look like the first cabin you go into in Dark Souls 2?
Kind of nice, yeah. I guess
Yeah,
it's similar.
they ripped Twilight Princess off.
Isn't it just
Clearly.
Square Enix? Fuck, what's that platform?
Collective?
Wooly?
that's
Collective.
no, that's what I mean.
It's that's not like.
we didn't know about that beforehand.
Oh,
we
it's
just
an,
thought,
it's an SEC game.
yeah.
Yeah, it basically means nothing. It basically just means it's being crowdfunded, and they're gonna go through that platform, and all they get is just some like feedback, like,
No,
hey,
I know that. I was just like,
Also,
Okay.
it also means that Square owns the property.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a rev share.
When we first read about that internally, I remember seeing...
Yeah, no, I remember the original thing, but I think now it's just a rev share. I don't think they actually own it
because
anymore.
I'm not sure you saw, but it said it's made by ex-developers of Xenoclash and Deadly Tower Monsters.
Oh, yes? Well,
That's who's working on this
Which
weird
is
horror
really
fighting game.
interesting,
It
but
looks
what
like
do they
it.
know about fighting games?
I don't think it looks very good, to be honest.
I don't think
Like,
it does either.
I think it looks great, and it's good for a laugh.
The animation...
Yep.
I think you look great and you're good for a laugh, but that doesn't mean this game will be good.
I disagree with the latter.
I was on board until I saw the video.
I think it looks like what it should, and I'm
But-
glad it exists.
Oh, but I wish it was legit, though.
No,
All right.
we have enough legit fighters.
Okay.
No.
There hasn't been garbage in a while.
So it means you're just happy because it means you don't have to pay that much attention to it.
No, I will pay a lot of attention to it.
You'll make a video and then you'll never touch it again.
But I'll make a video,
Exactly.
so I win.
Millions of dollars poured in so that a video can be made on YouTube. Fuck the rest.
One of my favorite all-time jokes, and like, Liam, you weren't there for it, unfortunately, but it was when we were
Telling all these stories
Oh,
where I wasn't
sorry.
there. What the
It
hell?
was when we were playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, and there was only like 5 active people in the level, and we theorized the only people playing were YouTubers trying to make videos making fun of the game.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Because we see everyone not really doing
No.
anything. They're just like doing like a single ollie and just like wistfully just riding
Everyone's
around in
doing
the opening.
exactly what
opening
we're
lobby.
doing right
Oh,
now.
it's too
Wow.
funny. So if you play Omen of Sorrow, the fighting game online, all you're fighting is like Angry Joe and Max.
Recording.
Recording 24/7. Do you know why I like it? Because
It's horror themed.
No, because it's Death Cargo, since we're not allowed to play Death Cargo.
Oh, but that was mocapped, though. That looked interesting.
Yeah, but at least it's a dumb, weird horror thing.
You should contact someone to make Death Cargo for us.
When we
People have
when we're
tried,
in,
legitimately
I said
tried.
to Max, I'm putting down the gauntlet. If you can somehow get Death Cargo working, because one person or two did.
It's not real. It's not real.
It is real. It's real. It's real to me.
It is real.
It is an elaborate series of screenshots.
What
and
the fuck?
stamps.
You're an
stamps are throwing me off.
elaborate collection of screenshots.
Fuck.
And videos.
Shit.
Again, I remind the viewer that I am not Wooly. I am the voice of Wooly recorded into a microphone that you're listening back to.
Technically, you're
in
right.
digital waves.
Yeah.
10 years ahead of time.
You don't know if any of us are real.
It could be one person.
You'll
that's
never
really good at throwing
You'll
their
never
voice.
prove anything.
You never ever beat me.
John Zaibatsu,
Like
professional voice thrower.
We could just be recordings from like 30 years ago,
Or in the future.
long
or in
dead.
the future.
These games only exist in the future.
overlapped
It just so
over
happens
each
that our
other.
commentary just synced up really well with this game that was made after our deaths.
I wrote this song a long time ago. I wrote a really long time ago. Feel me.
Ominasara, watch out for it.
Wrong way.
It has art by Genzo, man.
Yeah, that's the big get. That's the big get these days.
I would pay for a 20-page art folio by Genzo Man. I don't know if I want the game though.
So we were talking about on the podcast Hiroaki's art, right?
Yeah.
And then we talked about
Kinu Nishimura.
Nishimura. Now here's the thing about Nishimura's art.
It's better.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Because back in the day in CVS2, I was too flustered because I got it wrong at the time. But if I wasn't, I would have said that in CVS 1 and 2, you always wanted to go with the SNK grooves because fucking Shinkiro killed it compared to Nishimura's art. It looked way worse.
You're not wrong. It's in the Capcom vs. SNK. Yeah, it wasn't her strongest stuff. And,
way worse.
It varies by character, but like her rock is awful. I hate her rock.
Her rock Howard was really awkward.
It's really bad. But I maintain that all of her other art like makes me forgive that. Like the new generation art.
Yeah, when it's
is just
when it's the
amazing.
style of the game and you have it in backgrounds and stuff, it's fine. And like you have the full piece, it's fine. But standing clashed with fucking Aki Man, it stood no chance.
Wait, which game was she next to Aki Man for?
Not Aki Man, sorry, Shinkiro rather. It was like Shinkiro destroyed it in one, and then destroyed it in two.
Shinkiro's an incredible artist.
I
like,
know,
what do you want me
but
to
it
say?
made it look worse. That's what it was. And I remember not fondly thinking of Nishimura because of that.
Like I can't say you're wrong, but I mean I don't want you to.
I think your
it's the sad
I think
truth.
your standards are too high if you
No.
think Nishimura's like
No, it's just
Like,
that it's
mediocre
just that,
or
It's
whatever.
not even that. It's just that Shinkiro's was that
But
much better. in the
Shinkiro's
same room.
amazing.
But
You walked into
I
the
will-
same room at the same time, and that was a mistake.
I will counterpoint
the
that
only thing-
Shinkiro can draw one man face.
I
and
think-
that's all he can draw.
I think Shinkiro's
It's
art
the
looks
same
He
like
draws Mel Gibson,
Yeah.
and this is we know this.
unless I'm remembering wrong, I also feel like Shinkiro's art is always really stiff.
It's the opposite. It's very, very stiff, and it's much more sterile.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we're talking about
But
this
his-
now because this boss fight is like nothing.
It's much more sterile, but the render quality cannot be denied.
Like I get tired of Plant Boss very quickly.
Plant Bossula.
Yeah.
It's not really interesting
Ex-
until
ex-
phase 2.
Expected Jobber
but I mean-
Plant Bossula.
But it's Zelda, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember the moment you're like, is that it? Is the fight done?
Well, I think like in Ocarina, Goma is a much stronger
Yes.
starting boss
Queen
than this guy.
Goma, yeah.
Queen Goma, fucking Barentad, you know, even Dodongo, like all of those things. You expect
Like it's not bad, but
trope,
like it's just
but you can do it well. Like look at Dark Souls bosses. Not to throw that in again as a reference.
You
but
swing your sword until they die.
You do, but they're patterns.
Yeah.
You know. I hate. I don't even remember its name, but what is it? God.
In which game?
Spirit Temple. Mumbo
Bongo
Jumbo. Oingo
Bongo?
Boingo.
Whatever it is, yeah, that one.
Oingo Boingo
The
is
hands
JoJo.
on the drums.
Mumbo Jumbo is fucking.
See, he's still
Yeah.
super evil.
I think it's Bongo Bongo.
I hate it. I really hate that boss.
Mumbo Jumbo.
I think it's terrible. What Zelda needs more of is bosses that become regular enemies later on.
Huh? No.
Yes.
No.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Perfect.
Not really.
The giant sword axe knight that you fight in Ocarina that is then guarding Ganon's room.
You mean the
later
Dark
on.
Nuts?
Dark Nuts are standard enemies.
They're sick.
But you fight one as a boss when you're a child.
Yeah. No, Dark Nuts are sick, yeah.
And it's amazing. That needs to happen more. That's what I was talking about.
The Dark Nuts are standard enemies that have been in all Zelda games.
But I mean, I'm saying in the giant axe knight, right?
He's saying you fight one as a boss and then you fight it as a standard enemy.
And that was really good
and
in
this
Ocarina
was
of Time.
and this was before Dark Nuts were standard enemies.
In Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina was their debut.
Do you remember it all? What I'm talking about? It's the same temple where you go to Gerudo Valley.
No, I know what you're talking about, but Dark Nuts were in Zelda 1. That's
Okay, hold on.
They were in
Zelda.
Zelda. They were in Zelda 2, actually.
Oh, okay.
But like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
you're
they were
Zelda 2, you're right.
they were very different in terms of how they acted and
Okay,
stuff.
well, fair enough.
You're right though, they were in Zelda 2 though.
It's just as soon as you said the word Dark Knight, Liam, it just confused me. I'm like, are you talking about the standard Zelda enemy, like armored warrior type?
In Zelda 1 you fight the stupid centaurs.
Yeah, that's true.
Those guys are fucking tough.
I'm just saying that I liked that a boss that you fought as a child
Came back, yeah, it's awesome.
became a normal enemy that you fight two of.
If you're talking about the time aspect of like, yeah, you fought as a child and then becomes later thing, yeah, that's awesome.
You're a better player, so you can fight 2 of them now.
And it was not even a boss anymore. And back then it was smashing open pillars and shit. And now you're like, yeah, I can handle you. That was very cool.
6 more heart pieces to go.
If bosses only dropped a piece of heart.
What a pathetic villain.
So, in theory, if you could carve its chest open and rip its heart out, does that extend your life?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. That's what I do to all my foes.
That's what I do to all my rivals. I should touch this.
You got a shadow lump. Don't think about it too hard.
Don't worry about it. Don't try to
That's
figure that out.
mine.
Thank you.
Wow, this is easy. I don't even need you.
You didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
You barely contributed.
I know I wasn't gonna swing around with those monkey fucks, but I'm glad you did it.
I am
It'd be really
not.
funny if the cutscene just moves you to the portal and you don't get the heart piece.
I am not talking about a Dark Knight.
That's always something you can
Okay,
do.
so what are you
but
talking about?
I am talking about Iron Knuckle.
Iron Knuckle, yes.
They're
that's
pretty much the
completely
same.
different.
No, they're pretty much the same guy, but like I know what you mean.
Isn't that what you get the fucking ball and chain from in this? You get it from a big knight.
And
the mid-boss.
in this game, the Dark Nuts are a different enemy. You remember that one piece of art with Link clashing swords with
Sword
a
and
Dark
Shield.
Nut?
It's Sword and Shield.
That's
in this,
that's
right?
not the same enemy as
Okay.
the.
Yeah,
Iron Knuckle. Has
You can check the ball and chain enemy's name in that strategy guide.
it's true.
Right next to you.
Yeah.
And a Dark Nut in Wind Waker was the big wolf guy that wore all the armor that you had to
Exactly.
bury
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. You had to cut the straps off, and
Yeah,
then he got a
exactly.
different move list. In Minish Cap, there's a 2D adaptation of that same enemy, actually. It's really cool. And they have that same thing. If you have to cut their armor off from behind, and then they get a different moveset.
By the spirit Eldin. By the greatest spirit of Hyrule, Wendell.
There we go. That's a Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, bingo.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, Eldon, your biggest contribution was we named a bridge after you.
Your biggest contribution was if you save right after the bridge and you fuck up your save file. Do you remember that?
And it had that weird patch thing.
Yeah, that patch was.
When you have to send
It was the
Nintendo your
only
SD
way.
card.
You had to send an SD card with your save data.
That was amazing.
And they'd fix it.
Could you imagine if this
There was
game-
two. There was two. If you saved in the cannon room later in the game as well, that would also fuck up your save data.
Imagine if this game leads to an exploit that lets the Wii U get hacked. Just to continue tradition.
The Wii U's not getting hacked because nobody wants to hack it.
That's true.
Like, actually. It's
So-
pretty sad.
Apathy is what it
Because
comes
if-
down
Well,
to?
because there's no demand. I think this... Yeah, I want to go this way, and I want to grab that bottle first before I do anything.
Because I already had a console that was like could do the job.
There was an article on Wololo, which is like I guess a hacking focused website. Oh, really? And it was about the Vita and the Wii U and why like nobody wants to hack them. There's just no interest because like ever since Android phones and iPhones have become such common items, there's not really as much interest in that. Like at the time, the PSP was the best you could get for that kind of thing at that price,
Tell
right?
that to the guy who's got Milkshake 3D open and he's making Splatoon mods right now,
No, for sure.
waiting to drop them into the game.
But I'm just saying there isn't as much like widespread demand for this kind of hacking
Some
anymore.
motherfucker just
Okay,
alt
now I
F4.
see the birds like they should
Yeah.
be.
Some motherfucker just alt F4 and chose not to save his changes out of rage at what you just said.
But it's true though. I don't know why you're fighting it.
He
like,
put Callie and Mary in a bikini and now it'll never happen.
Well, he's not saying it's not true. He's saying
Yeah.
at least there's one dude that's
the dream is
For
dead.
sure, for sure.
You just killed it.
Yeah, but he's living the dream.
Discard all changes? Yes.
But like the Wii U scene is like really not alive at all for hacking. It's kind of interesting how that changes like that.
I think Nintendo's probably happy
it'll
with
still
that.
happen because at the end of the day, for archival purposes, it is an important thing.
Well, everything's already archived. You can just take it onto your hard drive and plug it in and copy it onto the internet.
That's true too.
The archiving doesn't even need the hacking.
You're right. That's true. Because I remember reading a big article about like the importance of emulation in the sense that
100%
archiving data needs to happen.
No, a million percent. You're totally right, and I completely agree with that. But like hacking is like not like the Vita is still not hacked, and the Wii U I don't actually know the
I don't
state.
even know if it is.
But like it's not nearly as interesting as like, hey, you can play like Doom on your Wii now. You can play Portal on your Wii now.
Oh yeah, I played
Like,
Quake on it.
Yeah, the Quake was amazing actually. That was really good.
Yeah, it was
I may as well grab those rupees while I'm here.
May as well.
I'm not gonna come back anytime soon. So
Money.
You're on your way out.
I want to look and see if I can see like in the picture frames in his house now, because I remember he had picture frames, but the resolution kind of just murdered them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the guy with the nose. It's Triple H.
Hey,
Why? Why?
It's all about a game.
Is that like?
Are you gonna play it? It's all about the game. Who's gonna play it?
It's a spooky basement.
no.
I want there to be that weird friendship monster from Skyward Sword put in there.
Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot about
That
him.
guy is awesome.
That guy
what
was
a
cool.
weird character.
Skyward Sword has a really good cast. It's such a good cast.
Okay, I gotta hear that overworld theme before we call it for today.
Da-da-da-da,
I gotta
hear
Cut it right here. Cut the video off. Don't let anyone get it. That'd be sick. How long?
No, he's about to run, and you just have to get on the horse and ride over there. He just has to do it. It's happening right now.
I didn't know.
And the shitty part is no matter what, it's gonna be good, but it won't get to the real good part.
We can't do it for you, Wooly. I can't give you this. So, do you guys remember where the horse is at this point? Because I actually forget. It's been a minute. And if I don't find the horse,
No!
we ain't seeing it.
I need it!
I actually forget. I think either the horse is at the farm or at the spring.
I think you got to go.
it's at the spring.
You go
one
to
of
the
the two.
spring and you ride from the spring out onto the main path.
I believe so too. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't ride those ox and.
Oh man, imagine if you could
Whatever
ditch
they
opponent for the whole game and just ride a fucking goat.
It'd be sick.
Ride a badger.
The goat of time.
Hey, if you play Nier, you get to ride a board through that game, and the board can drift. That's
As it
really
should.
cool.
No, I said goat of time.
Goat of time.
I heard you.
There's like these kids in Ordon Village that worship the goat, and they mistake them for like Satan worshippers.
Fucking Baphomet.
Damn you, Colin!
Baphomet heads.
When you pick up Epona, is Willie gonna make the noise?
Probably.
Oh, this is a
Call him here.
Because I tried calling her from the earlier place and I got nothing.
But I think you got to be here.
Did I like? You know what? I'm gonna call Midna. I'm gonna fucking call Midna. Because I'm wasting time.
Nope.
Epona's dead.
It's all your fault.
Eldon Province. Do I just walk there? Fuck. I forgot that you just walk
You
there.
can just walk over it.
I would have sworn you had to use
I
Epona.
remember having the horse too.
I guess I'm crazy.
We all remember wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's true, because now they're all up in Kakariko / kidnapped, so...
Here it comes.
Kidnapped land.
Yeah.
Not yet. I was gonna say, Wooly, like, you're completely off.
I was waiting for him to be like, no, because.
But I needed to let it happen. I know, I guess you just walk right past what's-his-face.
I guess so.
This is an amazing waste of time right here.
Yeah, no, it's
I
great.
did it. Directly for you.
You'll get there eventually. As long as
Eventually.
you roll.
How do you
fine?
You okay with the gamepad so far?
It's fine, yeah. I admit that I miss having the spin attack as like just a shake. You know? That was super convenient.
The wide angle geyser is not throwing you off.
Wide angle Giza.
No, I mean.
No, it's the left and right.
You're used
flip.
to that. You're used to that PSO.
The left and
controller.
right flip is throwing me off.
As it should.
The play the. Yeah.
Straight roll into cutscene.
What?
Although I do remember kind of being disappointed with the scope of the field, though.
It's really just a big field when you get down to it.
Like it didn't feel as expansive as Ocarina.
Well, I guess that's that.
Yeah, I guess that's that.